Hello everyone, this is October bringing you a high-level Starcraft 2 replay. In Metalopolis, in the 6 o'clock position, I have EG Machine. Very highly ranked Zerg player, very well-known Zerg player. In the 9 o'clock position, or I guess 8:30, I guess you can say, is WhiteRa, the red Protoss. I'm just gonna call him WhiteRa. I know I've already casted him once, and I tried my best to say WhiteRa as many times as I could, but honestly, I can't do it anymore. I'm just gonna call him WhiteRa because, and even toss the Steel Series rep. This is part of the Europe versus America series from Steel Series. So even the announcer or even the observer in the game says WhiteRa, so I have to do it. So WhiteRa and EG Machine, obviously two very good players, so this should be an epic matchup. Protoss versus Zerg is actually a matchup that I enjoy quite a bit. There's not too many more that I enjoy more than Protoss and Zerg. I feel like I learn a lot as a Terran player when I'm watching these two go face to face. Just kind of nuances. I know it's different when they're playing, when Protoss is playing Terran or when Zerg is playing Terran, but still, any replay, any knowledge is good knowledge in StarCraft 2. Quite the strategy game. So actually, we have EG Machine dropping down his spawning pool at 14, right in the back of his base, chilling in the back behind his mineral line. And it looks like both parties actually send scouts, and Machine's Overlord is probably going to be the first one to get to anybody's base. See, WhiteRa throwing down a gateway right at the front of the ramp there, and then also getting an assimilator on what I believe is 14. So nothing too crazy from either group so far. Actually, Machine isn't going to be taking this expansion with this drone. It looks like he is. So pretty standard play from both players so far. Nothing too out of crazy town, but crazy town. Wow, okay. That just reminded me of the band, and it was a unfortunate experience to remember that. No, I'm kidding. Shifty Switchblade, or whatever his name, he's cool with me. So, the Overlord from Machine actually going to be letting WhiteRa know exactly where Machine's at if his probe was not already there in the first place. So, both players scanning out each other's bases. WhiteRa is going to see that expansion, and he is actually going to be grabbing a second gas as well. So Cybernetics Core finishing there for WhiteRa, and what do we see? What is going to be happening? So pylon in the back of the mineral line for WhiteRa. Don't know if he's going to be putting any kind of tech there or not. He is researching warp gate technology at his Cybernetics Core. So pretty good wall off. Whoa, that is close. Okay, let's move up maybe a little bit more here. That's pretty cool. Look at that Zealot, man. He is just so buffed out in awesome armor. It's so cool. So cool when you have such high quality graphics and skins in this game. But looking over at the production tab, a Stalker actually coming out for WhiteRa, and a second gateway as well. See if this probe wants to drop a third gateway or what this probe is going to do. I know he's going to do something. I can feel it. There it is. Okay, third gateway. Could have gone robotics, but decided to go third gateway there. Machine, meanwhile, does have the gas. He's making 4 Zerglings, and the Zealot and his probe are actually going to come for some early aggression, but I don't think anything's going to be happening there. This Queen's going to be able to repel that Zealot pretty easily, I think. Let's see what the Queen is at. 81 over 175, so just under half. 2 Zerglings coming in. Are they going to be able to clean this up without taking out... Oh, okay, yeah, they do. So, not a problem there with that Zealot. So, let's see. Going to the production tab, Zergling speed is going for Machine at the spawning pool. Meanwhile, he is grabbing a second gas as well. And look at this. Look at this is what I'm seeing from a lot of Zerg players, is this kind of Overlord wall. Just like being able to detect any type of drops, anything crazy happening from the opponent, and that's actually pretty cool. WhiteRa actually going for an expansion here. He's got 4 sentries, a Stalker, and it looks like that's it. So looking at the army tab, very even still. Wouldn't expect any crazy differences by any stretch of the means. Machine is going for another spine crawler. So 2 spine crawlers, some static defense. Wants to make sure that this expansion stays alive. And 3 Zerglings actually going to be peeking into WhiteRa's base. Did they see Let's see, that's Duckload Raw's view. Let's go over to EG Machine's view. Looks like he did see that, so looks like Machine knows that the expansion is down. And the Zergling at the Zelnaga Watchtower, 2 days away from retirement, gets taken out, so that's just unfortunate for him and his family. But it looks like WhiteRa is actually going to be pushing with these 4 Stalkers, 4 Sentries. Is he going to be able to do anything here? Taking a couple pot shots at this 3rd Spinecrawler that's being made by Machine. There are a lot of Zerglings on the field, 17 to be exact, so. And a Roach Warren actually right over here. Almost complete, so Roach is going to be on the field here in just a little bit. WhiteRa actually choosing to pull back as opposed to maintaining any type of aggression. A lot of probes coming over to the expansion, going to be saturating that. And ground weapons level 1 being researched for WhiteRa. So looks like he's pretty comfortable with his ground army. When he gets this fully saturated, he's going to want more production facilities, and he does in fact drop a robotics facility outside of his expansion. So a lot of Zerglings running around over here from Machine. Not sure what those guys are doing. I will keep you updated on those crazy bastards. Let's see, we do have Burrow and Glial Reconstitution coming for the Roaches. So Burrow is really, really nice for these Roaches just because when you burrow, the health regeneration is so ridiculously fast for the Roaches. It's such a good thing to have. And WhiteRa, hopefully he makes an observer out of here and is able to detect a burrowed Roaches. If he doesn't have one with his army, those burrows can really get you off guard. So he is actually making an observer. Hopefully, for WhiteRa, the burrow function doesn't hurt too badly when it comes to game time. Actually, WhiteRa researching Blink at the Twilight Council that just finished, so that's going to be interesting to see how that is going to be working for WhiteRa. This is a really good map, Metalopolis, very good map, lots of ledges, lots of potential to harass the opponent with Blink. So Machine actually coming up with all of his Roaches. We have 20 Roaches on the field, 17 Zerglings. Is he going to be able to get anything done against WhiteRa's army, which is now a ton of Stalkers? He's got 12 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, and 4 Sentries. So it's actually going pretty Stalker heavy, so that Blink is going to come in super handy. Obviously, as soon as you start researching Blink, you kind of know, okay, Stalkers are going to be the main part of my army. So 2 more gateways dropping down for WhiteRa, and he's actually going to be repelling that Overlord. Meanwhile, Machine over here, content with just kind of chilling his Roaches outside of his first expansion, and actually grabbing, almost completing, his 3rd base. So his 2nd expansion is almost up, and this Queen's going to be coming over here. Is he going to be able this is going to be crazy if he gets this spawn larva right away. No, he doesn't. So he's not a freak nasty god at StarCraft 2. I was going to say, if that Queen came over and injected larva right away, I don't even know if he has the energy for it. Doesn't look like he does, but that would have been crazy good macro. So a burrowed Zergling over here at the potential 3rd expansion of WhiteRa. Just chilling over here is going to be able to see that WhiteRa might be interested in taking an expansion. He might have already tried, and that burrowed Zergling might have repelled that. WhiteRa's observer is right over here, so it looks like he might be seeing that Machine's army is on the move. Look how quickly he was able to saturate this 3rd base. That was an incredible play by Machine. Like a well-oiled Machine, he sets that up so quickly, so efficiently. And there's actually going to be a battle over here. These Stalkers blinking up, going to be taking down a lot of Zerglings. There's actually Hydralisks on the field now. Let's see how many Hydras there are. There are 11 Hydralisks, so where is that Hydra den at? Did I just straight up miss it? No, it's over here. 2 evolution chambers and a spire also going down for Machine. So Machine is just a crazy bonkers right now with his macro. He's getting all these production facilities, all these upgrade facilities, being able to take these expansions super quick. And wow, WhiteRa wanting to blink right into the middle of that army. I'm not sure that was a good idea. There's such a good roach wall right now with these Hydras in the back. That's what you want to see if you're a Zerg player. Good force fields, however, from WhiteRa, able to take away a lot of those Hydralisks, so they're not going to be doing nearly as much DPS as they want to. But oh man, WhiteRa might have just saved that battle.